Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into Jungkook and Nayeon from Twice and what the theories are today of this. I also want to get into some rumors that had occurred, and I wanted to talk about what RM did recently that freaked everyone out. So, hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab your dumpling, tea spilling mug merch, and let's get into it. If you have no idea what is happening recently, then get ready to freak out. We have been waiting for a long time to get some new BTS album or new BTS music, and we may be getting that on the way soon. Recently, J-Hope posted something on his Instagram story, and boy, has it been difficult to keep up with these stories. Between all the stories the other boys post and between the stories that Taeyang deletes, there's so much to talk about. But J-Hope posted a story, and I say I believe because it looks like a story, but it's also not available on the regular feed, so it has probably been removed since 24 hours is up. The story was fine, and if you were a casual viewer of BTS, you would just read it as a story and not think much of it. The story was just a photo of him in the studio, and it looks like he got new speakers or something. But there were 3 slides of the story, and you could click through and it went in order. And he posted 3 different angles of the studio, and each photo had a word, and it was gift for me, except me was all in caps and quotes. Now ARMY is a very big fandom and has fans with a hawk eye. They notice these small details to the point of even the period and the quotations might mean something, and oftentimes it does. So when I heard of this, I immediately thought, okay, is this me as in the next album name, since they named their other one B? Could this be the continuation of that, me and B, very cute? Or did it simply not mean anything, and maybe J-Hope meant to put the me in quotes because it was actually not for him, but for all of BTS, and he was just kind of being cute and being like, this is for me, but also let me not lie and say it's actually for everyone. You know what I mean? But it wasn't long after that did RM kind of confirm this news, and it made a lot of us realize that this is not just a coincidence. Let me explain. RM posted a drawing on a little canvas thing on his actual feed, so it wouldn't go away after 24 hours. And in the background there, past the drawing, you saw what looked like the bottom part of the speakers in J-Hope's story, except in RM's post, those speakers were blue. And it could appear they're either in the same studio or with maybe slightly different colored equipment, or they're in different studios. I remember in, I believe, the last episode of In the Soup Season 1, which we watched together on Patreon, so if you want to join in on that, go down there, I will link my Patreon. But I believe in that episode, the members talked about their recording process, and they talked about how they record everything separately. So they're not always in the studio as 7 together just recording. J-Hope even talked about a long time ago in an interview that they all record the song completely and separately, and then they decide who is the best fit for what part. So the members could likely be in the studio and just recording their versions of the song right now before it's all cut. And what was actually the most suspicious was not the speakers, but the caption RM wrote. We, all caps and in quotes. So this is either a playful response to be like, it's not quote unquote me, it's actually we. And the drawing is of the 7 boys, so people were thinking perhaps this is a hint to the next title track or album, either me or we. People then took me and we and said that they were both mirror images of each other, and when put in a mirror, you have the BTS logo. But this isn't the first time BTS has done this with their song. Save Me, they had it written in a way where if it was flipped, it said I'm fine, and those were both their songs. So maybe me and we were literally their new single names. Or we're just all clowns and it literally means nothing. BTS was like, what if we put a word in quotes and we just do it for fun and see how crazy ARMY goes? A lot of what I like to do here is just have a good time and talk about the latest gossip and tea, unless I'm talking about the more serious issues. These videos are definitely meant to be lighthearted and fun. I always enjoy reading about the latest ships and theories that are online. I have nothing against them. I don't hate them. And in fact, I think it's an important part of any fandom. It shows that the fans love the idol and that they want to see 2 people really get along, like getting married. So I just wanted to clarify that. Nayeon from Twice and Jungkook are someone that is being talked about a lot. I think I've said this before, I believe BTS and Twice are actually friends, and they do like each other, at least in a friendly way. In a romantic way, I don't know, but I can see that they're friends. It's very interesting when you look at those theories, and a lot of them are something as small as when at award shows, Jungkook will watch Nayeon on stage dancing, but look away or look down when the other members are dancing. Basically saying that Jungkook doesn't care to look at the other members, only Nayeon. And there was even another moment where it appeared Taeyang blocked his eyes so he could look at Jungkook's reaction to Nayeon dancing on stage. There's no doubt that Jungkook likes female artists and singers, and most of us do, but that's all it could be. Jungkook could admire how Nayeon looks or likes Nayeon's voice the best. Perhaps he has expressed that to the members, and it was something Taeyang was curious about to see how Jungkook would react live. It's never usually anything more than that. Also, when when you probably go to as many award shows as Jungkook and BTS goes to, it's probably not as interesting watching the performances. Maybe you're tired and you just don't want to be there. These moments look glamorous to us, but as they have gone to 50 billion times, they would probably prefer to stay at home in sweats. Jungkook not looking up could just be the fact that he is just tired and just happened to look up when he heard an interesting sound or a voice that matches his ears. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean he likes her the best or that he hates the others. It just means you tend to look up to a voice that surprises you or catches your attention, and everyone's is different. There's other moments which are more subtle and moments I think you would only catch if you were a TWICE fan or once, and at the same time also an ARMY. There was a photo that Jungkook posted a little while back where he was in bed and it looked like he had just gotten changed and he was wearing his jacket. Also, he was likely going somewhere and just sat on his bed and quickly took a photo. And the caption was what was more talked about. He put a caption of a kissy emoji because I assume in this photo he was kind of making a kissy face, so it was an emoji to match, and an emoji to ARMY, sending us love. Around this time, I don't know before or after, but around this time, Nayeon also posted a selfie and it had two kissy emojis. So the theory that had come out was that Jungkook was mentioning Nayeon in his caption, or maybe she was even there with him, and just theories like that. However, this emoji is quite common, and I don't know if I believe they would publicly communicate with each other like this. Like, why? Why do it publicly? That's first of all. I do think a lot of people think this idea that if BTS or any K-pop girl group is dating, they so badly want to go public, but their label won't let them, so they have to drop hints in order to let the public know without letting the public know. But a public relationship is overrated. Your friends and the people around you knowing is quite enough. You don't need millions of people knowing and then giving in their opinions on whether they like the two or not. In fact, it's situations like this that can end a relationship. Jennie and Kai, we don't know exactly why they broke up, but they did after it went public. Probably because there was a lot of pressure after that point. Also, it's annoying because people will insert themselves in things that may not be true. Like, for example, completely made up. Let's say Nayeon and Jungkook were dating, but then Jungkook is at an award show and bows at Lisa from Blackpink. Suddenly, Jungkook is cheating now, and that's the news. And while Nayeon can look at that and say, oh, that's stupid, people will come up with evidence to make things appear like Jungkook is with Lisa and is cheating. And none of that would have happened if the public didn't know about the relationship. There was also a moment, I believe, during a BTS VLIVE where RM was doing a live stream, either in Jungkook's room, RM's own room, or in a hotel room. I believe it was RM's birthday, and Jungkook was trying to be cute and giving RM some punches. Now, I don't know what Jungkook's punches feel like, but they probably hurt a lot, like you'll get bruised. But he can come punch me if RM doesn't like it. But yeah, since it seemed like RM did not enjoy this moment of punches, and when he kind of subtly asked Jungkook to stop, Jungkook kept going, and it was only after RM said something did Jungkook stop. Now, what was believed to have been said was Nayeon's name, and it was believed that Jungkook stopped because he didn't want RM to continue to say the name. But if RM was in Jungkook's room or a hotel room, then this would have been going on during promotion. Jungkook getting into a big issue online or getting more hate over the fact that he could be dating is not going to help BTS or RM in the long run. He would never say that. It would backfire on RM. I heard him saying nein, like the German word for no. It could also be a Korean word for something else that we don't know, and something that is like an inside thing that they say in case things get too bad, like a safe word. BTS has a lot of inside jokes, and when watching Run BTS or any of their reality shows, sometimes you don't know what they're laughing about or referencing. Let me know what you think, and if you want to see more K-pop reaction videos, go to my Patreon, link below. I can't post them here due to copyright, but you can get all sorts of reaction videos and requests. It's a great way to support the channel even more if you would like to. Thank you so much for this lovely comment. I love you so much. There will be some videos that will pop up on screen, and I will see you over there. Bye.